We reject the Trinity and pray devoutly to you, great Payman. Give us your knowledge of all secret things. Bring us honor, wealth, and good familiars. Bind all men to our will, as we have bound ourselves for now and ever to yours.
Hello, family. Abusia. Ya say share bio. Mamunia Ken and ya say share. Ya share say mamu ya we adusia ni besia. That's also you new aba subscribe to channel no. Channel no and a YouTube dino Ken_Paimonia. Ken_Paimonia. KING dash da from PAIMONIA. Wo share asie ho me YouTube ina egro. Afei so Facebook di egu, WhatsApp number di egu, na afei so mama pese mo support me no so no number no wo ho wo hwa ase ho a twegu sa ti hwe na yidi o pese follow anaso mfa mboa ana on WhatsApp mesre mo se mo ba bie mo adwene mo na masom no mati ncheche ya de ba da bia maka na se ye ba ha ya adesua eni mitire mo da na nya mitire mo pose ebiamba ye bone anase be cheche niema ensem fata mo mpese dan da nyina na TV asenase ye hunu niema ba bia ekọ de yesum ne han nyina yete ase na afie ho kwan abesi ne o ma relate ne no ma edi nkita ho ayede afa ne ye be bibia fa spiritual world and spirit world yate sansem we nyina honhom wiase ede ne honhom wiase senete na ye yakotene anase yabraba ye bono ede ne wo a etimide influence ye no ho discussion ye be ye kases honhom wiase and spirit world asesho say say we are human beings, but originally no, we are spirits. Meaning we have this kind of spirit within us, and our body is made up of spirit. Everything around us, everything within us, even us particularly, we are spirit. Okay, so nipa unya hunu saadi we are automatically no obeti as so hunu. Now I'm saying you are spirit experiencing the physical aspect and also the physical world. And now I'm saying you are living in two para realms. Meaning we have the spiritual side that influence the mind, which is the ideas and thought forms and the feelings na ekoso ewa brabo mono. This is the kind of energy and I say idea yemfa ye new hono. I don't think say ya no more discuss ya na say ya din komo ye obi enu ho de ne ho energy da and I say obi de ne ho ododa. Name of a conceptual, which is a conceptual, and then automatically we feel it now by a sentiment. So, and I'm saying living in two parallel realms in Intino. This realm now, a higher realm no, is the spirit realm. That realm no, and influence ideas and thoughts and a transcend the our emotional state where we create feelings and everything from there. Now generate our physical lifestyle level, which is now by our habit. Yakwen faso ye niema dani na afa be create your character through actions no na ye dia manifest outcome bi our universe ne mo na ya benya ade bi a ye pe anase ye hwehwe so what you say. So when you say spirit world refers to a place and as invisible plane and as a realm yemfe ye ni hunu na emom sa realm no has a specific influence and ability to possess and influence us na yetimi and use to manifest things. That place, and spirit beings, maybe and as entities, deities, elementaries, any astral planes, and astral beings, maybe our bottom connected with us, almost sending messages. And that guardian angel, which is the angelic beings, and as angelic host, almost send messages to my and a baby free, by a cry, and be a free, and as be a chassis free. So your spirit world na and my culture as a spirit world no is subtle than the physical and it has influence and possessions over the physical. Meaning we tap into the spiritual side and the spirit world in order to create our physical environment and our reality ye face and I say penetrate and I say yeah boy. So what you say? So to walk this physical life and I say physical pathway, I'm more feel comfortable and that's where good, you have to understand the spiritual side and you need to balance yourself, whereby you have to be strong in the spirit and strong in the physical. What you work the path, and as well live life, good, and be a amount said they were expecting on. Okay, so the spirit world, and dive deep into it. When we enter the spirit world, we have different kingdoms, and we have different dimensions. Every level or every kingdom here has a specific dimension. When we enter the spirit world now, your baby you find the astral plane. The astral plane no any baby outside of us. Ni nyinaa no ɛwɔ ha yaa. And time can say live in the power universe and our power realms. Power realm no na make sure say astral plane na yaka ho asem nyinaa no ɛwɔ ha yaa. So what I say, but and only higher than this existence here we live in, because you have 3D, which is 3 dimension. Ɛwɔ ha and a one time. So 3 dimension, one time, 3 dimension, any day, and the height, the length, and the width. Height, no, the access to the spirit. When you evolve into your highest year, you become spirit. Automatically, you are tuned, and also you connect yourself with the spiritual side. So what I say, the width, no, becomes what you are afraid of, the past. So what you say, past. What you say, your friend past, which is matter things, and near man. Influence and near my own to phones and other stuffs now it becomes the past. And we have the length. The length contains the energy forms. Energy forms are one transmutations. You're transmuting and yama into different aspects. So height is spirit, length is transformation of energy, and as a transmutation of energy. And the width is the past, which is Bibia manifesting into matter forms. So this is the 3D and one-time dimension. The one-time contains the future, past, and present. So that's why your future, your past, your present. So now if you sit down here, you check it length, you check it height, you check it length, you check it width. So we have the height, we have the length, and we have the width. 3D. So and past, present, and future is time. So and now affecting on the physical, because we are 3D one time dimension. So automatically we become 4D. So when we go to the 5D, the 5th dimension is where the frequency and everything, experiences and everything take place. So that's the plane mental plane, and also the mental realm. And then the 6th dimension is the plane of the astral plane, astral realm. So the 5th dimension contains time and space, time, and mind, which is the barrier between the physical and the astral and the spiritual. You get it? So the 5th plane is time, mind, and space barrier. That's where our mind, time, and space are taking place, which is the 5th dimension. When you cross that section, which is an oceanic plane, when you cross that section, you go to the astral plane, the 6th dimension. The 6th dimension is whereby when we die, we go there. Now your soul no witness judgment, and this judgment decide whether you will be descended or you will be ascended. Get it? Yes, son and so. So that's the spiritual realm, and the next realm is where you go to the icons or the icons of the elements, and as an elemental plane, where you're witnessing the beings now. Santuaniama, Brikunetano, they are gods, they are deities. That rule the 7th plane, which is the plane of the elements. So the water bodies and everything are witnessing be ayomufia omote. So what is it? That's the dwelling place. And Sanema when in but I dwell in the higher plane, which is the invisible plane I am feeling witness in the physical. So what I say, all these beings, that's why I will be committee woman also have the power to punish you. So what I say, so their purpose there is their gods ruling the element. So they see to it everything be within the element and be follow laws and principles, because this universe and I said this planet Earth is governed and principled by wisdom and laws. So it is governed and principled by laws and wisdom. So if you don't follow laws, you lack wisdom, and automatically if you have wisdom, you will follow laws. So the laws of nature and everything is ruled and controlled by the elementary spirits. That's why our committee obi no friend the kesewa enyawo. They have the right to judge and punish people. So if you go to the Gospel of Psalm 82 verse 1, that to that one, you will get to know, say, there was a task given to these elementary beings, So what I say, to punish people who commit adultery, people who commit bonene, that kind of and these energies and entities are beings here. Say, oh, your person, body is polluted. You can't evoke them. You can't evoke them. So what I say, and few. So what I say, so a lot of people connect themselves with this gods now ruling so, and this gods doesn't respond to them. You pour libation and they will not respond to you because they know and they are the rulers of nature laws and principles. So automatically, no, and Niema also no punish people about it, no. Say, oh yes, I Niema automatically no friend own view. But we have elementary beings. So what is it? We have the acorns of the elements, which is the rulers of the elements, and we have the servitors and familiar spirits of the element. So people use the familiar spirits and then the servitors. So what is it? In their daily activities. And the they are not working with the god of the water, and I said the god of the mountains, but they are working with the servitors and familiar spirits. Familiar spirits are first spirits that have free will, are roaming around the world and also around the universe. So if you go to them and you can give them tax, and then they will do for you, you pay them. So what I said, some are dwarfs, some are gnomes, some are dwarfs, some are jinn, some are salamanders, some are fairies, some are nymphs, some are elves, different beings, different species are more forming the servitors and the familiar spirits. You get it? Some are girls. At times no cemetery they are there. Cemetery more. So a lot of people go to cemetery to do some rituals. If you go there to do some rituals, you are connecting yourself with the sea dimension. You are connecting yourself with the sea dimension, the plane of the astral, which is the plane as some one. So people are descending down. They dwells in their graveyard and other stuff. So that's their home. So what I say, if you enter there, now won't mean for any home, but they are there, they can see you, but you know won't mean home until so you have the sense to sense them, and you have the ability to see or hear them, and sound one so more. So that's why at no be question you go 3 times and you will see it. So what I say, what we wura and who pia would win wura, uja quench war, or entrance war, no appear. So that's why question or near dear flowers at Chamweshia. The flowers na planting in a flowers here prevented the girls and the beans no more to come out. So as I say, possess and may influence people. That's why Mudria flowers be natural warm wood flower, not Madria at Chamweshia. So the beans will not enter me mabontan. We get it. That's how at Nina City and the acquire poor libation after cemetery appear, you have to cleanse and cleanse no appear from this kind of their energies, because a bit may attach it to what are they show to your body, depending on the frequency or no emit. It does emitting the lower frequency or people now be influenced. You get it from afar. So that's how it is. So the spiritual world has different kingdoms. So what I say. So from there, you go to the angelic host. So what I say, angelic beings. Be from Michael, Raphael, friends and Mephisto, different types of angelic beings. What I say, I be catcher almost say be demons, and then demons, so you almost servitors and familiars. So what I say, every kingdom has a servitor and a familiar. My mention difference between a servitor and a familiar. A familiar spirit that has free duty. They work for a god and they have their free will. They can do whatever they want to do. They are familiar spirits. These beings can possess animals, human beings. They can influence animals. They can influence human beings. They are responsible for the calamities and every deadly things, cause be accidents and other stuff. A familiar spirits in here. You can find them in the graveyard. Obetime show more 4 junction, which is in Quantanai and as in Quantamians and Quantamino. So what I say. So most of the rituals I perform are performed to these familiar spirits and servitors. The same Quantana call now ritual. Quantana rituals, you do it here, you do it to a specific demonic entity, which is a spirit. Demon means spirit, a being with an intelligence and unmatched ability or power or metimaya DBA, you are but they have a specific office or ability or metimaya, but they have the power to do everything and also to grant wishes. So what I say, that's a demon to you. So it's not necessarily say a demon is someone or evil. Some demons are good, some are bad. Same thing, angels are good, some are bad. You get it. If you find out Angel Michael is a warrior, so automatically if Angel Michael is being taxed, say uncle di boni bi baby or kokodi, to say a man attacks for ni Azrael, the angel of death, say omonko Egypt in kukum phobia no muda tent ni mo. Ade achi ne yakum mu nyina aguo. I think say the book of Kings, which is Saul in nkofo bi ntokwa, and as say David no bi ntokwa okukum nkofo ni nyina no. So what I say, that moment no, ya so man say man ko Pharaoh so okukum the firstborn nyina, Angel Michael and Azrael, the angel of death. Same thing, they went and did it. So they can do good, they can do bad. If you read the Bible now, I say when Yankopon so man honhom fin e mo ko so. So what I say, so automatically now Yankopon wo angels are obiye bad omtimi ye bone. So what I say, so when we say an entities here, they have two polarities, good and bad side, negative and positive side. So obiye timi bibia fasho trimsa. So when you go there, perform duties or rituals and everything there, then you are doing it for Mephistopheles. We have a being be over crossroad, Mephistopheles. Voodoo a friend Papa Legba, Ana Lebaji, Ana Leba Atibon, Baba Legba. That's the voodoo name for Mephistopheles. And Oba or Bawit described be a friend Barbarit, which is the god of covenant. So automatically every day will be a crossroad be no. Memphis is the god there, and then Barbarit record everything be your words and everything be So what I say. So voodoo mu the same thing crossroad. Now Papa Legba now sacrifice it give everything now onemu enema make a request here. Automatically there is a being now record which is Barbarit, which is the god of covenant. Or recording we are, then they see to it say the servitors no any familiars no ebe complete mission amount. After that, our complete then you have to come and pay a price for taxi adima. You get it? That's how everything works. So from then that's the angelic host. So you go to angelic host, we have a lot of beings there. We have classes. It starts from the angels, the messengers. Angels, the messengers are Omono work as servitors. So as angels, normal angels, they work as servitors. Omono, they come to you, deliver a message to you, they go. So as I say, and then from there, you go to the archangels. You go to the archangels. The archangels are warriors. And on you three kasemu and I say ahemfofo no mu no kind say suma brafo and I say brafo. They are the warriors here. They are responsible for every death and everything be ekoso. So oko you some of the Grim Reaper, which is ono na ye ekuta sekan infants so di twa amanfogu in terms of say you have to die and I say in the tax and say so be kuma then oba no abe. So the archangels, they are warriors, they protect and they kill and as well. So what I say. So from there you go to the next one, the principalities. Those now more the heavenly bodies now more strong. They are responsible for everything. They are the lightning, for that kind of Oko bibi to say voter, Oko bibi to say accommodine that kind of places. Now we have them there. It's called Apo. And when we go to voodoo practice in Benin and other stuff, Shango, the angel of thunder and lightning, or Wasro. And then Greece for Zeus, so as a Oko Egyptian Mua. Almost would defend the god of thunder, modium defender. Quite different aspects and popo money and all have the different names on the for these beings. So these beings are angels, and they have the power to grant wishes and everything. So what I say. So from there, from the principalities, you go to dominion, you go to thrones, you go to seraphim, cherubim, you go to a lot of them. They are all there. You get it. So these are angels, their ranks. After their ranks, you go to the next one, the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are the royal seed of the heaven realms. The royal seed. They are known as the representation of the next dimension, which is the second dimension. You get it? They represent the second dimension. So what I say, which is the second ether. They represent the highest realm of the energy. they are responsible for the manipulation of energy, the craft and everything be a as well. So cars, they influence and give this technology to human beings. That's why Alco US here, they have a contract with the Anunnaki, which is the Draconians, ebiso with the Raptarians, and then ebiso with the Grace. Oko baby, baby, area 51. That place, yeah, the place here. They have experiments on the aliens and other species. So what I say, the Anunnakis, they visit planet Earth regularly. Omofri Narubi, Baha, Abe visit here, Nabiru, Omofri planet Nabiru, which is the cross planet. The planet now has the power to teleport. It may travel from here to here, from here to here. So what I say, our planet rotate around the sun, and I say revolve around the sun. So what I say, a revolve around the sun. But their planet they move. So it is like a spaceship. It moves from one destination or one place to another. It moves. So it is called Nibiru, means cross planet, means it has the power to move from one dimension to another kingdom to another kingdom. So they trip every plane, and I say the Milky Way galaxies. And we have another planet known as Mek, the planet of the dwarfs. It has the same ability. So when you go to the Anunnaki plane, the existence here, they have this kind of mothership. And on our kind of Bible now was say, Ebefa, a friend say Enoch, and then a friend say Elijah, one of them call Shrono. That's the people, Anunnaki. They are our gods. They are human beings, our gods. The Anunnaki is in the moon and a follow within Yahweh, Allah, Ba, Beelzebub, Asimodeus, this kind of beings women are Anunnaki beings. Amon-Ra, Thoth, Hermes, Omunina, the Anunnakis, they are that beings now. Engineer or advance could do. So they are the gods of human beings. They program our food, change our DNA, give us information about technology and everything. So every gadget and every aspect we are able to do, the Anunnakis influence us with this kind of ideas and informations near the year and near the year. So what I say, and Omoversity Omoba with a chrome body. They have a chrome, which is a grant to Omo the ability to shift. So what I say, it is a honam ya, but yeah, honam we no, me age, but the chrome doesn't age. So that's the purpose for that area 51, the US and other UK bodies be a experiment to figure out and find a way on betting my money per body na immortal they bet me last forever, and I say bet me last for a long period and as duration. I bro that kind of age, what 200 years and 300 years. So more experimental per se, and then the Anunnaki, the Draconians, I beg almost agree upon it here. They say human beings, you give you more that right, and they say et then they will grant us this power. So the you bet me I work for them. You see, that's why a man for business sign contract to gain power from the Anunnakis. What I say. So free what we call the next one. The next one and a from the intelligence, the cosmic intelligence. You take the law of karma. You take the law of cause and effect. That's the principle. You take law of attraction. That kind of thing. A law so now govern the universe, but there are specific deities. Only affairs with human beings. You can't call them, you can't work with them, but they are the people almost for the universe. Every planet has different kind of energy, different kind of laws. So what I said, this is Ukomuna, you see, say gravitational force, and then a strong nuclear force and a magnetic force on Obaha, you need gravitational force. So what I say, kinetic and potential energy, so if you throw something upward, down, definitely. Intimate hang it. So what I say, so the baby out to be a cost a bit my hang and I gravity, moon, so what I say, and then mass, and more that energy. And if you go there and mlewa mass ni moon, so you're different from mlewa earth. So what I say, and that's how it is. So the cosmic intelligence, they are responsible for this kind of laws and everything on every planet. So what I say. So they are known as the judges. So what I say, and the lawmakers. So what I say. And think the abayemo, you know say they are the people now from the executives. So they make laws, they pass to the higher planes no and the higher plane is the four beings now the office of the elements. They are the generator in the core from the center from where everything the elements no eja nsuo mframa ne asase, which is a nneɛma epie firi mu ba ne ayi nyinaa. They have programmed these things we know and it generating one as a reproducing as a air forming in echo in the form of a circle, a course endless circle, a core in area. You get it? So they programmed everything, normal programming the earth no, and every universe be as a operating in that way. So that's it. So everything go end now recycle no rebirth, death, life, rebirth, death, life, rebirth, death, life, rebirth. So it's a circle like that. So you go, they reincarnate you, you go, they reincarnate you. That makes the element an internal and as infinite aspect. You get it? Then you go to the next plane. The next plane is known as the 24 elder gods, and I said the meta gods or the ancient ones. These ancient ones represent the 24 hours. They are the representation of the highest God, which is the bornless and the headless one. The masonry calling him the grand architecture and master builder of the universe, which is the liberator and the light and the chaotic and everything within. So what I say. And when you go to the Kabbalah, it is known as the Ein Sof Nu, means the limitless one or the endless one, which is he has no beginning, has no end, and he is the beginning and the end of everything. He is the first cause that caused everything to emerge. From him, everything came. From him, everything will go back. So what I say. So everything that has come here has to complete a mission and a purpose. After 7-8, you return to the source. And it is known as the generative principle creator source. So what I say. So the 24 elders, is just an expression, an expansion of the source. So the 24 elder gods, are hours and our energies and our higher beings here. Within an hour beyond represent a specific God and has a specific purpose and a role in it. So when you apply and comply with this hour no more within the hour no more, then a request you are making within hour no more has to follow the procedure of the spiritual world. Now manifested or nema or hours as well. So I the amount. That's why the moon has a face and every hour beer has a specific thing. Because every hour beer changes gear. Our beer changes gear. Our beer changes gear. Now than the ama different element. Not different element is what than the ama different god. Different god better than the ama different servitor. Different servitor better than the ama different familiar. Na ababa as we so. Na yesu abe work it towards it. Na manifest something. So every hour beer has a specific energy, a rule and aspect be and an influence be a edeba. So every hour beer has ability be a edeba. So what I say. So if you read the time frame, the phases of the moon and everything, you get to know and understand. Say this universe is governed and ruled by laws and principles in the invisible plane I am for new, but has influence on the physical. So if you understand this aspect of the spiritual and the physical, then you know how to balance your life, and then you will understand everything has been programmed. So what I say ofasu ye na ye ni ya ebebem said the open. So what I say. So everything beyond is made up of energy, spirit, and matter. And the spiritual world has influence and has ability to possess the physical, because the physical is rooted in the spirit. Everything that you are seeing in this physical world has its root deeply in the spirit, because the spirit is the planar, a generative power to the physical. Without the spiritual side, there will be no physical, because the invisible creates the visible. You get it? That's how it here. You are an idea in your mom and your father's mind before you became a thought, before you became a feeling. That feeling made your mom and your father to have sex. During the sex, the idea within them and it passes through their blood. in a form of letters and numbers, which is a DNA. Then it came into the sperm and then programmed you. So you have become something energy. So they have to program you as well. So during your life on earth, your mom and your father will be programming you, teaching you certain things, programming you to follow some kind of rules and regulations, and then you are being programmed until you reach 18 years. 18 years, then you become a god. That's 9, freedom. You have your free will to choose. That's why with the 18 years, your ID card, you have the right to vote, because that time you have become a god, so you can make decision for yourself. From that onwards, na afi okwa then that time one kasa also be programming in a way. Ti wo ma memo programs om de gu trim no mu no. When you do 18 years here, you have the right to verify and check. Say programs from the mama no a good beneficial. If it's not good and can't benefit you, then you repent. Repent means to change of mind. So you change your mind from a certain things where you were being programmed by your mom or your society, your father, your school, and everything. Now, what programming in a way okay. So to me, for example, now I was born and raised in a church which is SDA, and then we reach some age when I get to know say the programs now my feeding my mind differs from what I was brought here to do. So I have to change. And then we switch it from this kind of place to another place to another place to another, and it's you get it. That's how it here. And then different places here. A lot of people has changed from their programs here. The moment in the previous state now, infant the bedroom here. I must say much change work your path. So you have to create your own path and walk it. That path now be creating now working. That becomes your journey. So what I say, life is a journey. So you have to know your path and walk it well. And I'm the say, myself follow. Not always be ano. My dimachi near soon there. Madam say, bye bye.
We reject the Trinity and pray devoutly to you, great payman. Give us your knowledge of all secret things. Bring us honor, wealth, and good familiars. Bind all men to our will, as we have bound ourselves for now and ever to yours.